Hey guys, you're watching BTech, I'm Basil. This is the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge, this is the LG G6, and you're watching my comparison at Mobile World Congress 2017. Before I jump into it, if you're not already subscribed, subscribe, what are you doing? It's how you'll stay on top of everything we do, including our Mobile World Congress coverage. Right, you can see both of these look really unique when it comes to the screen. You've got a curved edge display, and that's by contrast to the LG G6's unique 2:1 aspect ratio screen. They both have Quad HD resolution, both nice and sharp, and just generally both exceptional looking phones. But as far as the design goes, they're also very different. You've got a really reflective glass front fascia. I've got the coral blue Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge with a metal frame. You've got much more focus on the display on the LG G6. It stops being an element and starts being a real centerpiece of the front of the device. You can see you've got your front fingerprint scanner and home button on the S7 Edge as well, whereas the fingerprint scanner is on the back, which doubles up as a power button on the LG G6. Left-hand side, volume buttons on both devices. The power button is on the right of the S7 Edge. Front camera of 5 megapixels across both. You've got a wide-angle front camera of 100 degrees on the LG G6. Around the back, it's a dual camera on the G6 as well. This is one wide angle 125 degree and one regular angle 71 degree camera. You've got a 12 megapixel snapper on the S7 Edge versus 13 megapixel snappers on the G6. So both of these phones are spec'd out to the 9s. Design wise, personally I still actually prefer the S7 Edge just because I think, especially in the coral blue version with that curved display, it looks very unique. But if I was watching content on it, playing games, I'd imagine would just be more comfortable with the G6 and its flatter sides. The user interfaces are both running on Android 7, but they pack different takes on it. Samsung's TouchWiz is very customized, but it's less customizable than that of the LG G6. Long press, and you can see there's no applications tray by default, but I can jump into the home screens and I can overlay an applications tray. It's just lots of customization options. Both have 2-tier notifications trays as well, so there is that element of two, and they both customize their settings menu as well. What's nice about the LG UI is the fact that it's got this kind of 2:1 aspect ratio really ingrained throughout, from the screen itself to the user interface interaction. So with all those kind of squares going on, this kind of feels like a perfect Instagram phone, for example. Now, if we take a look at the power under the hood, it's a Snapdragon 820 if you're in the US, or an Exynos processor, depending on your region, versus a Snapdragon 821 on the LG G6. The LG G6's 821 is optimized. This thing can output Dolby Vision and HDR video as well. And this will be optimized by streaming services such as Netflix and Amazon in the near future. You can also expect 4 gig of RAM across both, 32 or 64 gigabytes of storage across both as well. And both are also expandable by micro SD card. Now, when it comes to the power under the hood, as far as milliamps goes, you've got 3,300 milliamps versus a 3,600 milliamp cell on the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. So the S7 Edge will probably last that bit longer, especially with its smaller display. But with its better screen to bezel ratio and generally unique factor, I can absolutely see why you'd gone for the LG G6 to be your phone for 2017. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, click that thumbs up button. Like the channel, please subscribe. It's how you'll stay on top of everything we do, including our Mobile World Congress coverage. Thanks for watching BTech.